The Koopalings are a 7-member clan of recurring enemies in the Mario franchise, portrayed as siblings who act as leaders of the Koopa Troop under Bowser. Individually, they are named Larry, Morton, Wendy, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy, and Ludwig. One of the first sketches in which the Koopalings can be seen is associated to Bowser's first redesign, which happened before the release of the Family Computer Disk System version of Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels in 1986. The Koopalings were modeled after a design team of Super Mario Bros. 3. They were all named after famous musicians by the game's North American localizers, since they were not given distinct names through the original Japanese version. In the Japanese version of Super Mario World, only their first names were adopted, dropping the Koopa surname, as was done in many subsequent games, both English and Japanese. The Koopalings were all given different names in the cartoons, perpetually because of the Nintendo of America had not released their own names yet, forcing the writers of the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3 to come up with their own names. The Koopalings debuted in Super Mario Bros. 3 and later appeared as bosses in various SNES-era Mario games, before going on a long hiatus, appearing once in 2003's Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, and then being redesigned for 2009's Super Mario Bros. Wii, which has since been followed by numerous appearances as both bosses in Super Mario platformers and playable characters and Mario spin-offs. They have also appeared in various other media, including the cartoon The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, which is an entirely different name, which uses entirely different names for the characters due to them not having official names by the time of the production. Today we're going to be ranking all the Koopalings. This ranking will be based on how unique the Koopaling boss fight is and how enjoyable it is. Without further ado, let's get to ranking. Before we begin though, please consider liking and subscribing. These videos take a lot of work to make, and I really appreciate it. Anyways, number 7, the worst one. Larry Koopa. Larry Koopa is the youngest Koopaling who is often seen at the forefront of the Koopalings' antics. He wields the orange magic wand. His main color representation is sky blue. Although his shell was originally colored green, his hair was white in early sprites, and he lacked the small star on the side of his face. In all of his boss fights, his attacks are basic, because he is usually the first Koopaling you fight in all the Mario games. Thus, he is ranked the worst Koopaling. Number 6. Iggy Koopa. Iggy Koopa is a hyperactive, demented, and unpredictable Koopaling who wields the yellow magic wand. His main choice of color is yellow-green, although his shell was colored blue in early sprites, and his hair was white in Super Mario World. Before New Super Mario Bros. Wii, his hair was also similar to Lemmy's. His boss fights are unique, featuring him in a chain chomp, but his moves are predictable, and it makes the fights you see him in a little bit too easy. Number 5. Wendy O. Koopa. Wendy O. Koopa is the sole female Koopaling. She wields the purple magic wand. Her main color representation is pink. Although her shell was a shade of deep red in Super Mario World, Wendy is often seen with her classic hoops and skates, which are used very nicely in her boss fights, even in the game with the worst Koopaling fights, Super Mario Bros. 3, due to the simple attacks because of the technical limitations. Her unique methods of attack are very memorable, making her the number 5 spot. Number 4. Roy Koopa. Roy Koopa's head and sunglasses are pink, as was his shell originally, likely in reference to the real men wear pink, and he wields the black magic wand. His main color representation is purple, although his shell and head were colored lavender purple in Super Mario World. His boss fights are unique, especially the battles where he uses his bazooka that fires bullet bills. His cool pink glasses also give him a recognizable look for most people who have seen him, so that's why he has the number 4 spot. Number 3. Lemmy Koopa. Lemmy Koopa is depicted as a small, fun-loving child who wields the green magic wand and has been shown capable of being serious when the situation calls for it. His main color representation is orange, although in Super Mario World, his shell was colored yellow and his hair was white, and his shell was originally green and he lacked the ponytail. His boss battles clash well with his personality, as the player has to utilize the balls he shoots with his wand to get onto his head and hit him. He also has a crazy look, making his battles more memorable than the other ones. Number 2. Ludwig Von Koopa. Ludwig Von Koopa is the eldest Koopa, who possesses a magnificent intelligence, most likely superior to that of the other Koopalings, with the possible exception actually being Iggy, believe it or not, and he wields the blue magic wand. His color representation is deep blue, although he was originally depicted with a green shell in artwork aqua blue in Super Mario 3 and yellow in Super Mario World, as well as white hair in early sprites. And just look at how they have his hair now. It looks so cool. The blue hair is so memorable. Not to mention that he's always had amazing boss fights. Every single one is unique in its own special way, and they're just all very good. And my number one pick, obviously that only leaves one left, Morton Koopa Jr. Morton Koopa Jr. is the only Koopaling to have a brown skin tone and is often depicted as the largest Koopaling, wielding the red magic wand. His main color representation is black, although his shell was colored green and his skin was yellow in Super Mario World, and he lacked that distinctive star on his face from the early game sprites. Not only does Morton have like amazing boss fights that are always unique, sorry my dog's barking a little, not only does he have amazing boss fights, but he also breaks the mold of all the other Koopalings and how they look. Not to mention he's also the biggest Koopaling, so we're going to rank him number 1. Those were my picks for the top Koopalings. Did you guys enjoy them? Did you think I should switch any of them? Leave a like and subscribe for more Mario videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.